If you perform under lights every time, that's enough. Yeah, you're going to get the recognition you deserve because of that as well. And I understand that it is entertaining for people and people are talking like that, but I'm just not going to be that person. I don't think I am just going to be myself, and I've never had to do that throughout my whole career. And I've dealt with a lot of my opponents, even in the amateur game, trash talk, and I never had to kind of react to that.
Yeah, you don't have to be a trash. I mean, she's never like been a trash talker. However, she do like to show off in the ring, which is cool. You know, everybody don't have to be a trash talker. You know, like guys like Terrence Crawford is, you know, done good without being a trash talker. But when he does, it's effective. Same thing with Danny Jacobs. When he's not known to be a trash talker, but when he does, it's effective. Look at the Charlo situation. By the way, this is Delfine Persoon versus Nicole Boss. This was several years ago, and there is some Delfine Persoon footage on YouTube. I even got a chance to watch Persoon versus Melissa Sedville in some weird, grainy, obscure stream. But anyway, let's talk about the real nitty-gritty of what I want to talk about, and the fact that this fight right here, Undisputed, Katie Taylor versus Delfine Persoon, is not the co-feature to Anthony Joshua versus Andy Ruiz Jr., but Callum Smith versus Hassan N'Dam is, because they want to sell Callum Smith for Canelo and he couldn't be under a woman's boxing match. I'm not fucking stupid. Now, don't get me wrong. You know, I love Matchroom, I love the Zone and everything like that. I'm going to have credentials for this card. I'm going to be there, but I'm upset. It's a bit upsetting. It's disrespectful to me. I've been covering all these Kaylee Taylor fights. I've been really working my ass off, doing my best to keep up with all these women's boxing fights, because for one, I love boxing, and then it's like, oh shit, I'm not gonna lie, I like seeing chicks fight. You know, I like seeing women fight. Is that a crime? Especially those them beautiful Argentine and Mexican fighters. You know, Clarissa Shields, you know, out there body beating women, you know, Katie Taylor with her showboating and throwing 20 punch combinations to the stomach. I like that shit, man. But let me calm down. I'm getting a little too hyped. It's going to be Anthony Joshua versus Andy Ruiz, and we're going from top to bottom. Anthony Joshua versus Andy Ruiz, Callum Smith versus Hassan N'Dam, Katie Taylor versus Delfine Persoon, and I believe they're going to do Chris Algieri, Tommy Coyle, Josh Kelly, Ray Robinson, Joshua Buatsi versus his TBA, and Austin William. I can't wait to talk to Buatsi, by the way. So here's my predictions: Anthony Joshua, Chris Algieri, Katie Taylor, Josh Kelly, Joshua Buatsi is the A-sides, right? However, I'm really, really looking forward to seeing Andrew Ruiz. Like, he's a different type of style. I'm not comfortable in saying, like, yeah, it's going to be a shutout by Anthony Joshua. I can't say that. But looking at what Katie Taylor has been able to accomplish, 13-0 with 6 KOs, she did beat the shit out of Rose Valente. I was at that fight. What was the last fight I was at? I was at that fight. My colleagues covered the Wallstrom fight and the Cindy Serrano fight. I was sick during the Bustos and the Kimberly Connor fight. I wasn't at Jessica McCaskill. No, we didn't have anybody there. Basically, I've covered all of her fights on YouTube except for Karina Kempinska and Monica Gentili. If I'm correct, I've covered all of these. If not here, on the other channel. Esther Sanchez lost to Jessica McCaskill, who also lost to Katie Taylor. Both of them fought for a unification, WBC and WBA, if I'm correct. I covered that fight just a couple of days ago. Cindy Serrano, she just didn't want to fight. Eva Wallstrom, you know, they had beef from the amateurs, and Rose Valente, she just was, just blown out. And now Delfine Persoon, a lot of people didn't think that they were going to be able to get this fight because Persoon was pretty comfortable over there in Belgium, 43-1 and 18 KO. She experienced as fuck. And if you look at her resume, when you see the names she's got on there, she's got a win over Maivia Hamadouchi, and I would love to see her versus Katie Taylor. She's down at 130, And right now, I'm looking forward to her versus a Michaela Mayer, who's also down at 130. Put it this way, there's some nice women boxers, female boxers, that you can make good quality fights with names. But right now, at 140, Katie Taylor being undisputed, she's running into a bit of a wall. I'm wondering if she would go up or if she will go down. And a lot of people are probably wondering what's going on with Amanda Serrano. I've been hearing some shit, man, but I can't confirm nothing, so I'm not going to talk about it until I know it's true. But I hope it's not true. But there's some shit going on right there, man, and I'm like, man, what the fuck? But we're going to leave that alone. So Michaela Mayer, she's going to be fighting June the 15th. She had a nice little layoff, been covering all her fights to her old tall self. And she's likely going to be pursuing the same thing that Katie Taylor's pursuing, is trying to become unified and undisputed at 130 pounds. And she could fight Eva Wallstrom. And the biggest fighter of that division right now would be Maeve Hamadushi. Am I fucking her name up? Cecilia Brækhus is up at 147, but Katie Taylor says that 147 is just too big for her. I can't imagine her at 147. I can't imagine her at 147. That's huge. When she don't got the height, so she'd be like all out here. 140 is, she can do 140, but it's not really no names that's calling up there for real, for real. Anyway, I'm going to be covering the fight. I was just looking. Before I did this stream, what I was going to do was I was going to chill, do a little bit of paperwork, and I was going to watch the Katie Taylor documentary that I haven't watched yet, but it's not on Netflix. Like they say it's on, they said it was on Netflix. Maybe it's just not on my Netflix here in the United States. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I got to sign in, in my VPN and watch it. But yeah, I'm going to try to do a review of that this week because obviously I'm hoping to be able to talk to Katie Taylor after the fight, won or loss, and Delfine Persoon, because I really wanted to have her on the channel, be at the press conference, but I didn't get my train ticket and I got to take my rental car back. So it's crazy personal life stuff. But, what is this doing? Why are you showing that? Get off my screen. T-Street Controversy. This is T-Street Controversy Live. Please subscribe. On my website, the link right down below in the description box, FightView360.com, we're doing our best to keep up with the women's boxing rankings, but trust me, it is difficult because of sanctioning bodies, WBC, WBA, IBF, and then most importantly, the WBO don't do their best in updating, their rankings. As you can see, we can know who their champions are. It's hard, and for a guy like me who uses the rankings as a tool to be able to tell you who the fighters is and then know who to go watch. For example, I got to go look like, oh shit, who the fuck is no disrespect, Hyun Mi Choi. That's what I need the rankings for, to see who the mandatories is, number one contenders, shit like that. So it's important that the rankings are updated by the sanctioning bodies so people like me, journalists, can know who to talk about, who could possibly be next for a fighter like Katie Taylor. So I can say, oh, yeah, well, what about your mandatory? Will you stick around and fight your mandatory? Chantel, Cameroon, give her a plug. Who is she? This is what I need the rankings for. Damn, where's her record? Look, she's undefeated. And she's fighting over there in the UK. Yeah, we got some work to do. I'm T-Street Controversy. This is T-Street Controversy Live. Please subscribe. So remember, this Saturday, I'm going to be in New York, and we're going to be talking to Katie Taylor likely right after the fight. I'm a fucking fanboy, so I'm going to probably be like right there at the entrance as she's walking back to try to get some of that footage of her with all the belts and shit. I'm T-Street Controversy. This is T-Street Controversy Live.